Going on Facebook, YouTube? Man, let me tell you something. I'm out here today. You know, I got my two cars sitting over there. I got my Grand Marquis and my Impala sitting over there. Got my Roadmaster. And just recently acquired a new baby. 91 Caprice. But this is the problem that I'm having. My Roadmaster run A1. Crank it up, AC, you know what I'm saying? Can run it on the highway, 80, 100 miles an hour all day long, no problem. But my Caprice, it'll crank up, run, drive, but as soon as you put it in gear, if you ain't two-stepping the gas pedal and the brake, the car cuts off. Now, one thing about these cars is once they start getting up there in age and they start having their little problems, this engine that these cars have, they are notorious for the stalling. And can't nobody ever figure out what it is that's making these cars stall out like that. You know, when you do figure out what it is, you've been done spent almost upward to $400-500, and probably the majority of that is going to be on sensors. So I just recently took my Caprice to the shop about 4 or 5 days ago, and I had bought a TPS sensor, and I put the sensor on myself. And he adjusted my idle and everything because the car was set to idle high, so I wouldn't have to two-step it. So when I put it in drive, it'll idle so high to the point to where it couldn't cut off. The Caprice will run as long as you got gas, as long as you gassing it. So I went and got this TPS sensor because that's what the guy that sold me the car told me that's what it was. So I went and replaced the TPS sensor. If I can find it, let me see. It's right here. That little bitty ass piece right there. And some gun cost me $47, and then the guy at the shop charged me $40 just to tune the idle. But now I know how to do that, and I know what I need to do that, so he won't get that money up at me no more. So then he tells me replace my map sensor. My map sensor is bad. So this is what I'm gonna do. Instead of spending this $47-50 on this little bitty piece this big, because this right here, ladies and gentlemen, that's my map sensor. You see how big that is? That ain't nothing, but that's not even 4-5 inches big. You know what I'm saying? That's not even 4 or 5 inches big. So what I did was, when I went and bought this car, the Roadmaster's in a pending sale, but the man hasn't paid me all my money just yet, so I still own this car. Kind of forced to sell it, don't really want to sell it, but hey, you know, it's just a car. This one has a 5.0 305, and this one has a 5.7 350. So, yeah, it's going to be a little different with the map sensors. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the map sensor off of my Roadmaster. As you see, same place. And I'm going to swap it. I'm going to swap that map sensor with this map sensor. If this car runs even a slightly better with the Roadmaster's map sensor, then I just figured out my problem and saved myself hundreds of dollars from diagnosing and buying parts that I don't need. Because when I had my 94 Caprice, my distributor went bad and the guy didn't know what it was, and there I went at it. I just started going and buying parts, buku parts, and that never fixed my problem. I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna crank my Roadmaster and I'm gonna show you just how good this car runs. And for those who don't know, it's a reason why I like these old cars, because look at this. 303,518 miles. Okay. Most people say, bro, that's a lot of miles, man. That's say, fam, that right there, that's stupid. Well, check me out, though. You see, my warning lights came on. I got lights down there. Ain't none of those came on yet. My service engine light is on. My service engine soon light is on. But that's because I just cut the power on. Now check me out. Voila. Voila. Smooth as a top. Smooth as a top. See the compressor over there spinning? We got AC. Only thing I'm missing on that car is a fan clutch. Okay. Now let's ride over here to the Caprice and see what that's doing. Now you see that Buick cranked up just effortlessly. It didn't hesitate. Spun a couple seconds and It was on and popping. Now my Caprice is a different story. Now let me show you this car. This one has upward of 205,457 miles. So this car is up there in miles too. But I take the key. Yeah, she a little busted. She needs some work, but you know, this is just an in-between car for me. Now check it out. Running like shit. And it didn't start doing that until after the guy tuned it. And it cuts off. So we're gonna try it again, but this time I'm gonna give it some gas and I'm gonna let it idle on its own. It acts like it's acting like it has a carburetor. So I got one or two problems. Rather I'm having a fuel problem or I'm having an air problem. I'm gonna get this to run on its own. I had to do my cutlass like this, man. My cutlass had a bad carburetor, so it could be a fuel pump. You know what I'm saying? So that should be enough to for it to idle on its own. Voila. And she runs good. So both of these cars with high ass miles, they run very good for their age. No shaking. Runs real good for its age and the miles that it have on it. Yeah, I got some dents and dings and bumps and bruises, but like I said, this is an in-between for me. This ain't a car that I'm fista, you know, that I plan on putting alligator seats in and picking up the girls and picking up the fam, and you know, we're gonna hit the town on some nice stuff. This ain't that type of car. This driving back to work and coming back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Now we do got HIDs though. Do got the HIDs. It is wired for a system, but whoever wired it up, they wired it up like a retard. So all this got to come out. You see the Roadmaster's wired up right. It's done right. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here is coming through the door and it's doing all that. Man, my Roadmaster, you can't see no wires nowhere. So the Caprice is kind of like an ugly duckling right now. But I'm gonna switch these TPS sensors. I'm gonna switch these map sensors out, and I'm gonna let y'all know what I come up with. You know what I'm saying? Can't forget this baby right here. This one, she need the AC done, but the wheels are getting ready to come off Thursday. I'm about to take those off. Then I'm gonna go on a Caprice, and I'm gonna get me something else because that wheel right there is actually warped. And a lot of y'all done seen me on the highway, done seen that wheel right there wobbling, and I get stopped too many times in a day with people telling me, bro, your wheel about to fall off. So, you know, I'm just being cautious. But I'm gonna get at y'all in a minute for Facebook. I'm gonna let y'all know what I come up with. I can most likely probably even help y'all with this and eliminate some of the hard spots with these cars and these 5.0s and 5.7s. But I'm gonna get at y'all in a little bit. Peace.